Hello everybody, welcome back to Property Wealth Decoded. In today's video, I'm going to dive into 3 things that you can consider to make that move possible in 2022 into the landed home segment. Hi, I'm Harvey, a seasoned realtor, consultant with a self-starter passion in real estate, and I have advised, handled, and transacted multiple million-dollar deals since 2007 and currently invested in the Singapore property scene as well. So I'm with you in achieving the highest possible outcomes financially with a laser focus on positive results. So we have seen the news, as you can see on the screen, that landed prices have gone up. So what are the 3 possible things that you could take note to make that move possible in 2022? Clients sometimes think that realtors pick the best narrative that suits themselves to pitch their case to close a deal. For myself, I can't stand for everyone, but for me, the landed home segment, it's one that I've been advising clients to actively pursue, make plans to trade into, or hold it as an eventual position since 2013. A nugget of info. My wife and I had bought a landed interterrace within our means. Was 1.62 million then in 2015, a small one, but an efficient one in District 19. So we did some major A&A works to it across a year. I believe that landed homes was then a good property position to hold, as the underlying value is always in the land. The house was possibly a bonus. The limited resources in landed, around 70 over 1,000 landed homes, is pretty much all there is to it. We believe that the rising mid-tier affluent will grow into family dynamics and eventually, for practicality reasons, want a landed home, not just for an investment, but just to live in. We eventually sold it in 2021 and continued to stay invested and doubled down in the landed in D19. So the conviction is strong, as some would call it. Fast forward into 2022, the only thing that's changed so far is maybe 1,000 plus more landed homes, some being newly launched and some bigger plots being divided up. But demand has increased more than supply. Economics point towards price points moving upwards. The changing of guard analogy can't be more apt in this space. So one long holding cycle before it moves to the next holding cycle, which also means that supply of not just inventory, but even supply of available listings for sale may not increase through time or during lull holding cycles. It is normal that landed homeowners typically don't sell in correction cycles. So what do we do now, you say? Prices have already gone up, and all the hindsight theory and all that. Well, my take is this. Point number 1. Shift your mindset beyond the expected. You have a checklist of wants, perhaps tweak it a little to make that quantum leap from flat or condo to a landed more achievable. You can always trade price with size, tenure, district, facing, rooms, condition. And the list goes on. To use a less traditional approach towards the most traditional product often yields magic. Point number 2, delayed gratification. I know this doesn't sound right to most people, but to me, it does. Perhaps if the leap is really too much, just hold off your plans. The constant search is not going to help if prices are not softening. I'm not saying it will, but things may change for you. Perhaps that promotion, that break at life, or maybe a lucky windfall might just be around the corner. Point number 3, it's all about space planning, and that makes your budget way bigger. What do I mean by that? The fastest way to get in and most cost-efficient way to play around is play around with the current space. Instead of major works or rebuild, use space planning to carve out rooms or create space that will suit your family, even if it's just enough. You may not get a dream home, but the underlying land will never fail you. You bank the land and you can do anything else later. Time is in your favor the moment land is in your portfolio. You don't have to rush. In the last year, I've advised and transacted and delayed multiple decisions in landed segments, using the same principles as applied in the points above. Every year in the landed home segment, it's a brand new market. The only difference are your decisions. Now, these are my thoughts. After all, we don't own landed homes. We take care of it for the next generation. If you like what you hear and see so far, do like, share, subscribe, and comment to the channel. And please put your questions across in your comments below so that I can get back to you or address it in our next coming videos. Thank you.